I recently posted a video of Bryson DeChambeau's transition and it got quite a lot of attention and questions online, so I thought I would make a video about it. People are obviously interested at the moment in how to shallow the swing to hit draws, stop slicing it and hit it a bit further. So I thought I'd make a video about it and show you the drill that I use with golfers on the range, teaching every day to shallow the downswing and help get you that high draw ball flight. So there's many different ways you can shallow the shaft. So you can do it through wrist angles, you can do it through shoulder tilt, you can do it through hand path, you can do it through body turn, and there's no one right way for everybody, but Bryson does it very specifically through his hand path. So once he gets to the top of his golf swing, his hands then move around and then start moving down. He generally tries to keep the shaft on one plane, so for him to get the club on the inside, he doesn't shallow it this way, he shallows it by moving his hands almost in like a U shape from the top of the swing to get that club traveling slightly behind the line it went back on, so he can hit it from the inside. And we know that he hits that high draw for pretty much 99% of his golf shots, and that's how he does it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the engagement, helps YouTube push this video to more people. It'll help me grow. It costs nothing to you, so if you could do that, that'd be great. Now I really like this way of shallowing the golf club and hitting it from the inside because it probably requires the least amount of timing or skill than all the other moves. So if I shallow the golf club with my wrists, yes, I'm tipping the golf club back and I'm shallowing the shaft, but I have to have a very specific pivot in order to make that work, otherwise I'll just be too shallow. I spend a lot of time teaching golfers on the range, especially new players who generally slice the ball, to shallow it through hand path. So in order for this to work, we have to have a position where our hands are not already super flat and super stuck behind us. At the top of the swing, we don't want that right arm too far behind our seam on our jumper or our shirt. Yes, we want to be deep, but we want to be deep through big shoulder turn, not deep because we're just sucked our arms in, and that would be wrong. So if my arms have sucked in like this, I can't physically shallow it anymore because my arms are already as far across my chest as they can go, and I'm just sacrificing contact and speed by doing this. We want to remember that we're going to create depth in our backswing by creating a big hip turn and a big shoulder turn, and that allows us some room to get our arms behind us, but we want to make sure that this right arm or your trail arm is sort of away from your body a little bit and not super tight. So this method of shallowing actually starts before you get to the top of the swing. It probably starts at about 3/4 of the way back. So once you've got into your sort of 3/4 of the way back position, as you sort of finish your turn, your hands should be starting to move around and then down. It's not a get to the top, arms come down and then turn through. Bryson's shallowing move is very much a blend, and it happens as the backswing transitions to the downswing. It's not one move, it's a blend. So you're going to get up, work to the top of your swing, and as you get to the top of your swing, your hands are going to work around and then behind, and then you're not really going to be able to do anything other than hit it from the inside. It just wouldn't make sense from that position to then come over the top because your hips are forward, we've got a good spine angle, we've got a good right arm, and our weight's forward, so we're just primed to hit it from the inside and hit it hard. So we've got to feel like as we're finishing the top of the swing, our hands start to move backwards. That might move your hip backwards a little bit, but that's okay, and then we're going to be able to just then hit it from the inside. That was a bit of a heavy hook, but you sort of get my point. So you want to remember that as we're turning back, our hands are going to go above our right shoulder but behind our heel. As we transition from backswing to downswing, our hands are going to go around, and then we're going to swing down from the inside. And you can see how I'm really dropping that club in. Club's way behind me, which then allows me to pivot hard through the shot, which is going to give me a draw where I'm not flipping my hands too much. And this really is the easiest way to shallow the club. It's the easiest way to hit draws. And this is what I have the most success with teaching amateur golfers. So the drill I like to do with players to get them really feeling this is to take a second ball and put it about a club length behind, a 7-iron club length behind the ball, pretty much straight on your target line. And what you're going to feel as the golfer is you're going to try and take the club outside that ball on the way back. You're going to get to the top, and then you're going to pull your hands behind, and then you're going to swing a long way inside that ball on the way down. And if you can get that circular motion going throughout the backswing to downswing, then you're going to be able to drop that club in behind just like we're trying to. When you look at the ball and just get a feel for that around and in, you really get a feel for how big of a circle that feels, how big of a semicircle that is, of up, around, and then down on the inside. Most golfers have to feel like it's quite an extreme move and quite a significantly sized, almost semicircle around their body before it starts to feel natural for them. But actually, I quite like that as a feeling. I think it's quite a powerful move. I think because I know that I've got more speed when the club is behind rather than in front, and I'm able to turn with more freedom and not have to throw my hands at it, I really like to even sometimes imagine there's a ball out there on the course, so I get that up and round and down move. And actually, this has massively improved players' driving. We know that with a driver, we want to be more shallow than we are with irons. So emphasizing this move even more with the woods and the driver and maybe the long irons just then allows you to hit the ball further, hit it with a draw, and hit it with more speed. So it really is a win-win situation. So you're going to go outside the red, around, and then inside the red. And you can see how I'm just drawing every ball here. I'm dropping the club so far inside that the face is open to the target by the time I hit the ball, which gives me that right start line. But my path is so far out to the right that the ball creates that spin, turns over, and I'm going to get a draw to target pretty much every time. So this is a really simple drill you can do at home, on the range, or maybe even on the course, just practicing with your mates or by yourself, where you can go out, round, and then down on the inside. A lot of golfers I speak to almost think that because Bryson is such an individual, his swing's very different, he stands very different, he grips it very different, that actually this isn't an appropriate move to copy. But he is the longest hitter on any professional tour, apart from the World Long Drive, and he hits the most consistent draw out of anybody, maybe even in the world. So it would be wrong to sort of exclude him just because he stands differently and grips it differently than the rest of us. He actually has a really functional move, and actually a really easy to copy golf swing if we take away the one length clubs and the high handle at address. He takes the club back with a huge turn, massive hip turn, massive shoulder turn. He creates loads of width in his arms, which then gives him plenty of room to drop his hands down to then smash it as hard as he can on the way through. Make no mistake about it, he's rounding off, pulling down, hitting it hard with his arms, hard with his wrists, hard with his body, and that is what then gives you max speed and maximum distance. Thanks very much for watching the videos. If you can please like and comment to boost the engagement, and subscribe if you don't already, that'd be great. If you like what I put out in these videos, you like what I say about technique, I can actually help you with your game no matter where you are in the world. So if you just want to click the link in the bio, it'll take you to Skillist, which is an online coaching platform, and there you can look to see what I do, and actually I can help you with your game. So analyze your swing, give you some drills and tips to help you improve, so we can work together to help you lower your handicap. But anyway, let's get back to the video.